Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start particularly by thanking Vivid International for asking me to moderate this session. It's a great honor to introduce next to me on the stage Ineke, Hans van Baalen's wife. Please, Ineke, glad to have you here in Dublin. Robert, Hans's son, Malik Asmani, first vice president of the New Europe Group, and Leonard Selamik, international officer of VVD. Dear friends, I think I still hear in my ears Hans saying, liberals must unite. And I do believe that liberals will be united after this Congress because we have a lot of battles to win. We know that there are bumps in the road, but liberals are the force coming together, and they are the force uniting people because the politics at the end of the day is about them, the people. Former president of ALDE, Hans van Baalen, was one of these liberal leaders who always stood for liberal values, not only in the EU, not only in Europe, but in the whole world. His support for liberal values in Eastern Europe, in my region, in the Balkans, and even in Asia are well known, and therefore Hans is greatly respected by many in the world. He was frequently coming to Bulgaria, to North Macedonia, to Albania, and he was giving us his best wisdom, knowledge, and his courage how we should fight for liberal values, how to protect democracy, rule of law, fundamental principles of the free world. Hans van Baalen has been and continues to be an example for the free and liberal world. Throughout his political life, he has been keen to defend and promote liberal values as well as trying to bring liberals together. Consequently, together with VVD and ALDE party, has been decided to express appreciation to someone or an organization that, similar to Hans, is or has been dedicated to actively promoting the liberal ideas. The appreciation will be expressed in the form of Hans van Baalen Medal. Sadly, Hans passed away last year. His endeavor against anti-democratic and anti-liberal forces stopped too soon. But his endeavor is still continued by many, every day, for example, in Ukraine. I would like to thank you for supporting so strongly our Ukrainian friends. They deserve more than ever even greater support because they fight for all of us. They fight for European values. They fight for freedom and prosperous world. I want to thank President Zelensky for his dedication, for his leadership and his party, and all Ukrainians for their determination and for continuing their fight by many every day. It is with great honor that I can announce that the first Hans van Baalen Medal is going to President Zelensky and his party, Sluga Narodu. And now is my own privilege to invite Ineke Sebezma, Hans's wife, to deliver a speech. Ineke, please.
Thank you. 1 year and 1 month ago it is since Hans passed away. And since that time, the world, his world, has so dramatically changed. Throughout his life, Hans was interested in analyzing turning points in history, in why individual leaders and their people made the decisions that changed the course of their lives, their land, their continent. He traveled the whole world to learn, to meet, to understand people, habits, cultures, nations, laws, and leaders. At the age of 18, he traveled to Chile, where with a lot of tricks and charms, he managed to speak to dictator Pinochet, deeply interested in his motives and passions of an originally honorable man who started a revolution with such brutal bloodshed. With this knowledge, Hans wanted to help to change things for the better. The world is now again at a dramatic turning point, one that Hans foresaw for a long time. As many of you know, Hans envisioned already for many years that geopolitical danger could occur in a few strategic countries that deserved support, especially Ukraine and Taiwan, countries in which he saw great similarity as being the most dangerous places on earth, threatened by autocratic roaring lions, countries that share also a deep desire and resolve to change the course of history by fighting for a liberal democracy. For many years, therefore, Hans was a pain in the neck for quite a few leaders and a nuisance for criticasters and short-sighted media, since he would take many occasions to warn and to call on the world to have more courage. My family and I wonder now so often what Hans would have said, what he would, if he would still have been with us, what he would have done, how he would have analyzed, advised, united, how he would have tried to help build strategies and bonds and support everywhere he could. I share a few of Hans' basic attitudes. Fight for what you believe in and never, ever give up. Never doubt yourself, because the world will do that for you. Do not make yourself too important. Self-mockery is a vital weapon, so laugh about yourself. Think first, only then you can take action, and do not just make plans or hollow words, but go. The world and the people are not black and white. It is the shades of grey that will define the core. Respect all people and never be afraid of anyone. Place yourself in the shoes of your opponent and allow him an elegant way out. Revenge can only be effective when served ice cold. Never look back in anger. The path is before you and not behind. Hans thought that politics was not for the faint of heart, not for the fixers and the pleasers. He thought that politics required knowledge and a steadfast, long-term vision and authentic leadership, distance and dignity with a cold mind and a warm heart. And he loved to tell us that he was the representative of very ordinary people, enjoying conversations with tram drivers, pedicures, butchers, teachers, night porters, train travelers, and so many others from all walks of life, people that struggle for a safe and good life, all of whom put their trust in politicians. Trust, a word that Hans did not take very lightly. All of this made Hans not a very easy person, though easygoing, and in the end rather mystical for many. When the Dutch Liberal Party, VVD, united with ALDE Party, decided to establish the Hans van Baalen Medal, we were deeply moved and honored. Hans thought that he would simply cease to exist and soon be forgotten, a yellow photograph in a dusty album. It is even more emotional that the first medal is awarded to the cause that was so close to Hans's heart. The people of Ukraine, their leaders and their president deserve our deepest respect and support, not just with the medal, but with our devoted help, our money and our efforts to rebuild after this ghastly war of Putin finally has been put to a stop. Hans was at the inauguration of President Zelensky, thought that he and his party bore hope for the future and would have admired the way in which this true leader rose to the moment and guides his land through the war. VVD and ALDE offered the medal to him as a party wholeheartedly, as a small token of hope for a better future within the European family. Hans also enjoyed meeting young and bright people, and when he spotted a person he thought had potential, he loved to coach, open doors, support, and see how successful they would become. Over the years, there were many from all over the world, and they often kept a loyal contact. It is therefore a wonderful initiative that the government of Taiwan, together with ALDE, established a fellowship in Hans's name. Hans would have beamed with pride. I want to thank the government of Taiwan, together with ALDE party, profoundly. With this initiative, we are able to encourage promising students to acquire knowledge of EU-Asian affairs and develop bold, brave, and authentic visions and strategies. That's important, and it will take a lot of courage to do so. With the fellowship and the connections that come to it, we're having high hopes. Coming home from his many travels, Hans would tell us about the big events, but most of all, of everyday stories of all the people he met. Only now we realize how much he told us and how many friends he had amongst you all. We cherish your stories. They make us laugh, and we are proud that he moved your hearts. I want to thank ALDE, VVD ELF, and all its members, Bureau and staff, for the willingness to keep Hans's memory and visions alive. It means the world to us, and hopefully something good for the world.
Thank you so much, Ineke. Certainly we will keep the legacy of Hans' wife, and we will remember Hans always in our meetings, be it in Dublin or in 3 weeks in Sofia, because he has so many friends, not only in liberal family, but beyond that. Ladies and gentlemen, can I invite to the stage Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine and our good friend, Olga Stefanishina.
Thank you so much. It's such great honor that our president and our nation has been chosen to be the first to have this honor, to get this medal. We've been hearing so much from each other over these days, but I recollect in my memory the first meetings with Hans, and when we started to discuss that we want to become part of the family, how much faith and how much empowerment has he brought to us. He's been the one thinking big, thinking strategically. And now this medal is the answer to his trust to us. We didn't let him down. We didn't let down the values he believed in. We didn't let down the power he's been investing to make us stronger, to make us known, to make us part of this family, the family of values, the family of strengths. And knowing that just in a couple of days, I will bring this medal to my president. I will give him a couple of words about this fantastic experience I had today, being part of the family, representing my nation. I will give this medal to a president who is a proud embodiment of our people, of our nation, of our resistance and bravery. A president we're proud of. And this is something that you also have to know about our nation. We've never been proud of our politicians, but now we are, because we stand as one for our lives, for our survivor, but also for our common future. We're extremely proud of being honored to have this medal today, and we will never let down the values we're all standing here today. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I invite you to the stage Daniel Karik, Executive Director of European Liberal Forum, to introduce Hans van Baalen Scholarship. Please, Daniel.
Dear Ineke, dear Robert, dear delegates, dear Liberal friends, I don't want to take too much of your time, but this is a topic that was too important to Hans, as Ineke has said, without that we can leave it like this. Hans van Baalen was a stern defender and committed defender of Taiwanese freedom and democracy. And I remember early in 2021, when we were working with the European Liberal Forum on the report on the new China strategy, I got a call from Hans van Baalen saying, I want to be involved in this, please do not forget Taiwan. And we didn't forget Taiwan. Read the report, Taiwan is mentioned numerous times. We are working together, we will work together with Taiwan. The report of the European Parliament has Hans' handwriting on it. But we will continue his legacy, and for this we are creating the Hans van Baalen Scholarship. The aim of the newly launched scholarship is to offer junior researchers an academic framework to deepening the relations between Taiwan and the European Union. Topics like strategic autonomy and the role of Taiwan in it, regional security, defense cooperation, intellectual property rights, commerce, trade, in the context of ASEAN, will all be discussed and researched. The scholarship will last for 1 year, and the researcher will be splitting her or his time between Brussels and Taiwan. And there's strength and unity, as we all know, when liberals unite, but also if partners unite. We have a strong coalition of partners. We have the ALDE Party. We have LIMEC. We have the Taiwan Embassy in Brussels. We have the Taiwanese Foundation for Democracy. We have the Center for Security, Diplomacy and Strategy of the VUB Brussels School of Governance, and of course, your foundation, the European Liberal Forum, as a partner. And before ending this year and thanking again all the partners involved, we are honored to have a video message by His Excellency Ming Yen Tsai, the Ambassador of Taiwan in the EU and Belgium, the Ambassador of Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Judy, Honorable Mr. Kuchik, Honorable Ms. Asmani, Mr. Sukuri, Mr. Kadik, dear Inek, dear Robert, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to take part in today's presentation ceremony of the Hans van Baalen Scholarship. President van Baalen was a longtime friend of Taiwan. Throughout his political career, spanning almost 3 decades, he had been a fervent supporter for Taiwan, using every opportunity to advocate for Taiwan's international participation, as well as for peace and security across the Taiwan Strait. His unwavering support arose from the fact that Taiwan's hard-won freedom and democracy resonates strongly with the beliefs and values he held dear to his heart. His dedication and patience had also inspired more international friends to support Taiwan's democracy. For this, President Baalen has left an indelible mark of respect and gratitude in the heart of the Taiwanese people. It is therefore our great honor to take part in the scholarship so that his spirit and legacy will live on and continue to thrive and prosper. The aim of the scholarship is to offer young scholars the academic framework for exploring the issues of our common concerns. We believe that the scholarship will lay the foundation for even stronger and more substantive cooperation between Taiwan and the European Union for our future. On this note, we look forward to welcoming you to Taiwan to continue the excellent collaboration between Taiwan and the ALDE Party. Please take care and stay healthy. I wish the ALDE Congress every success. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will proceed now with the announcement of Bureau election results. Ladies and gentlemen, the announcement of the election results for co-presidency are visible now. Please welcome Ilhan and Timmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear delegates, dear friends, thank you for your vote of confidence. We will not let you down. We will not let down our values. We'll keep fighting for autocracies and illiberal regimes in Europe. Together, we'll win the next elections. Let's must unite. Let's go forward.
Delegates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you sincerely for the trust that you have placed in Ilhan and I to lead your party for the next 2 years. It's a burden of responsibility that we will hold dearly. We respect the commitment that you have shown to the party and to the leadership, and we will honour that commitment every day of the week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is really important now that we unite our platform. Thank you for the open and frank discussions that you've had with us, both in public and in private over the past couple of days. We've listened and we will act. We will work with you to unite this great movement so that our total focus will be on every election in each of your countries between now and 2 years, culminating in the European campaign. Thank you again. Thank you so much. On a personal level, I'm really pleased that so many of you managed to travel to Dublin to what is the first event for ALDE as we came out of the pandemic, the first real event where delegates got to do what they do best: campaign, argue, debate, come together, drink beer, dance late into the night. And I hope that Dublin, the Convention Centre, and the Guinness Storehouse, and those of you that ended up in Crystal, has lived up to the standards that you would expect from an Irish organised party. We did say at the outset that we know Liberals, when they travel, they like to drink. And I said, well, if that's the case, there's only one place we can go, and that's where they make Guinness, so that you don't run out of beer. If there was any chance of that, we could have made more. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here, and we look forward to working with you, as I said, in the years ahead. Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment to show the election results of vice presidents. The election results of vice presidents are coming up now. Thank you.
Can we invite Aneo, Svena, Kira, Sao, and obviously Luis, Henrik, and if Dita is here, to the stage. Anna, thank you so much for your great leadership. But you know, campaigning is difficult. It was difficult for myself back in 2015 when I was elected for the first time. But you are still part of the family, and you will be part of the family. Let's grow together with Anna, with Nils, and with the next leadership of ALDE party. Thank you. Please. It's not a coincidence.
While the ALDE Bureau team are coming to the stage, I also want to thank in a very sincere way the entire ALDE team. The work that you have done in the preparations to make this such a seamless event has happened because of the really hard work of the ALDE Secretariat and all its staff. And I want to thank you on behalf of the Bureau for everything that you do and what you have done here this weekend. So a round of applause, please, for the ALDE team.
Looking forward to working with you.
Please. You are still Bureau member, right?
Ja, Louise is ook nog.
Yes. We just no, we're going to just to get the pictures and
Yeah.
make sure that there's men and women.
Ja. Svenja.
Svenja in the middle.
In the middle.
In the middle between the
The green is.
yeah, we put you between you and the just want to get the gender balance. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're good. I'll do that. No. Pivot. Sorry, thank you very much. Come forward, that's lovely. Great. Yes, sir. Shoulders in behind this lady. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Watch your jacket. Thank you very much. Lovely. We're good to go. Wait.
Take a bit. Yeah.
No problem. And one for me. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The important one.
Irish one.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Fantastic. Well done.
So good.
Now what do we do?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's be amongst those.
Cell already there.
Poor thing,
Yeah, because she had a taxi. She had a taxi. Okay, yeah.
We'll be sick of looking at it.
No, but both Sam and I are going to suggest it sometime this week. Online.
Dear ALDE Party delegates, greetings from Stockholm, from Sweden, where Centerpartiet and Liberalerna are preparing for the upcoming elections in Sweden later this year.
We are convinced that the ongoing Dublin Congress is a success, and thank you to the Taoiseach Michael Martin for your invitation.
However, there is still a lot of work to do to prepare for the 2024 elections to the European Parliament, and that's why we both would like to invite you to Stockholm for the next Congress in May 2023. Välkomna till Sverige 2023!